has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wild card game. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
This is Jalen Richard. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Jalen Richard, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, Richard. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr gives to Richard. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 41, Carr. Start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's going incomplete. It's John Brown. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's got Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Raiders nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Richard, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And 2.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll roll him out right. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The 30. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Vegas. 49 yards on the ground. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Richard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills.
On 2nd down now. Richard. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Bills 14. Raiders.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. This is Richard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. They'll try and run for it. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't give the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Richard. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard taking it in. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And out a little across across the 25 to the 27.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Now Allen again. He goes underneath for Yeldon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 45-yard line.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen stepping up. He'll try and run. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, Rashad. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 82 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff to Richard. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From midfield, here's Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt.
38-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are back within a score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Allen to throw once more. Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bills 28, Raiders 18. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now Jones. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Here's a give to Richard. Space to maneuver at the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down now. Richard. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
And Oliver.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Sliding out of the pocket. He's airing it out for Williams. And he'll take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Bills first down.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5.